everyone, today we're filming our very first YouTube video, which is very fun and exciting and scary at the same time, but we're just gonna do it. So today I want to tell you a little bit about who am I, where am I, what am I doing with my life, and if you'd like to know, please keep on watching. So my name is Leia, my partner is called Maarten, and we've been together for almost 8 years now, and we have a little baby called Puck, who is 10 months old. 2 years ago we decided it was time for something else, that we wanted to do something else with our lives than just work full time and live in the city. So we made a plan to move to Portugal, and 7 months ago we actually did it. So we bought a Heimer camper van, a very beautiful 80s interior camper van, and we moved into it with our 3-month-old baby. And we took a couple of weeks to drive down to Portugal from the Netherlands, which was very fun, and I would recommend traveling with a baby to anyone, because it really forces you to take the time and see beautiful places. So now we've been in Portugal for 7 months almost, and we've visited a couple families. We did some work through Workaway, where you move in with the family. We moved our camper van into their property, and we helped them with building their house, which was ruined by the fires in 2017. And for the last 5 months we've been house sitting in a house near Viseu, where we look after the property and the pets, which has been really fun and really nice for the winter to have a fire that we can light, and it's a bit more comfortable than in the camper van. So today I wanted to tell you about the reasons that we decided to make this massive change in our life, why we decided to move to Portugal, and what type of life that we want to live here. The reason that we moved to Portugal was that we were just kind of done with our life in the Netherlands. We both had a pretty good job. We both worked in education, and I did really like my job. I love working with children. I had really great people working with me, but it was also really hard. We had to get up really early in the morning. I had to get into the train, and then a really full train, and then go to work, work really hard, have lots of things to do throughout the day, and then you get to go home at 5, get into a really full train again, and then, well, the vicious circle that you get into. You're really tired, and you still have to cook, and it was not so much physically exhausting, but mostly mentally exhausting, because you had to be on the whole day, and it really takes your creativity, and then when you come home at the end of the day, there's no more energy to do the things that you actually want to do. So that's why we decided that it was time for something else, a life that some people might see as harder, but we like working with our hands and preparing food and chopping wood and all the things that take more time and energy, but are for us more fulfilling in the long run. Even though we had good jobs and we made enough money to live off and to pay our rent, it was also a large part of our budget went to our rent, so we were working to live and not, we were living to work instead of working to live, which was really hard on us. So even though we had a life that a lot of people strive for, so a good job, a nice house in the city, we had a leased car, it was something a lot of people want, but it was not for us. And I think it's not for a lot of people, because about 60% of people in the Netherlands actually have burnout symptoms, which for a lot of people actually turns into a burnout, which is a really big problem in our generation as well, for millennials. And so that's why we decided that we needed a change. So now you know a little bit about my past. I want to tell you about the future that we want to build for our family here in Portugal. So we moved from the Netherlands to Portugal because we think it's more easily achieved to build a sustainable life here. We want to start generating our own energy through solar energy, solar panels, and through hydropower. We want to start growing our own vegetables in a vegetable garden and fruit uh, in a fruit forest that we'd like to build, and all the things that you need to be more self-sufficient are more easily achieved here. Next to the fact that land is just crazy expensive in the Netherlands, and we don't have the money for that. So here in Portugal, prices are much lower. So we decided that this would be a good country for us to move to. So over the next couple months, we're moving back into our camper van, and we're gonna drive through Portugal a little bit more to see what areas we like and to see where we can buy a little piece of land. And then hopefully in autumn we can start moving into a yurt. We would love to buy a yurt, start building an outdoor kitchen just to get the basics done, and then so we can slowly start building up a house. But then we have a nice place to stay for a couple of years maybe. So over the next couple months, what you can expect from this channel is that we're gonna show you little bits of Portugal, maybe talk to some other foreigners who made the big move, and hopefully we can take you along on this journey of buying and building our own perfect little life. To know more about our journey, you can follow me on Instagram, where I post almost daily, and you can read more about this on the blog, which I'll link down below. For now, thank you for watching, and hopefully till next time.